Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
good.
So,
Welcome to Healing Uncut.
a podcast about the messy side of healing.
Yes.
I'm your host. I'm Dream.
And I'm ChrisE. Nice to meet you.
Yes, we're
Welcome,
back.
welcome back.
Like super excited. It's been such a long time since we sat down together and we're finally back. Life has been lifing. The journey has been journeying. We've been healing all along, but we are back in a different, definitely back on a different platform, which we're super excited about. But
Yeah.
but yes, we're here. Name change. We really been putting in work trying to make this like something that we can grow with and just have fun with. I'm
Yeah.
super excited.
Creating a safe space for all our heal days so we can heal out loud together. Okay.
Yes. And that's exactly what this Healing Uncut is about. It's a safe space for us, for me and ChrisE, and for you just to come together and support one another. It's definitely a sisterhood because we're all here. We're all on our healing journey, even though that looks different for everyone. But you definitely got to have a support system. And we both know, as
Yeah.
you start your journey and you figure out who's for you and who's not for you, and you start setting those boundaries, your support is going to change. People are going to start dropping off, and you may find yourself with one or two people that you can actually talk to or like motivate you, while you're on the journey. But whatever the case is, if you're in therapy, not in transition, this is what this is here for. This is our space to figure out the journey, find your support, ask questions. We're gonna give y'all information. We're gonna have some fun, talk about some things. But yeah, we want to make sure it's real, it's uncut. Like we want to make sure you get what you need so everybody can be healed. Uh,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, speaking of everybody's journey looking different, Dream, give us an update. Like, what's been going on the past 2 years? Because it's definitely been 2 years since we've been alive.
Oh yeah, it's been 2 years for sure. So when we first started, the end of 2020 was December. I had just recently got separated. 10
Yeah.
years, you know what I'm saying? So that's the space that I was in. So very newly separated. So it was a transition period for me. Um, it I was at a point where I was just starting to feel emotions and being able to sit with them and kind of feel like peace and safety. So yeah, it was just a lot going on. Um, and then we had a couple of lives, and then we kind of fell off. We still kept in contact, but we just weren't
Right.
doing it on live. But but yeah, it was just like I really felt like I had been in survival mode like all my life, for real, since childhood. But it was just like survival mode 2.0. Like, and it was the first time I had ever really like been on my own, like lived by myself, like really had to depend on myself. So it was a lot to learn. But I was also in the space of knowing like I'm healing. Like I have to do this. I have to figure this out. Cause it was like the main question that I had was, how did I end up in this situation? How the heck did I get here? Like what happened? What caused me to want to be with this person? Whatever it is, I don't want to do it again. So yeah, it was just a lot. But I'm trying to think. Like it's definitely been a journey. It definitely started off with me figuring out where I was at because I feel like I didn't kind of know where to go unless I figured out where I was at, and then I had to kind of figure out the old stuff. So it's been it's definitely been some ups and downs and trying to navigate that space.
Yeah.
Um, definitely needed the help of a therapist along the way
Right.
and support. um, but yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, it's just I could just say today, fast forward 2 years, like I'm in a totally different space. Just like mentally, emotionally. Um, divorce is final. So that's good. School is almost over. Grad school is almost over. So I am almost a therapist, y'all. It's coming, and I'm so excited.
Excited for
Um, my baby's good, they're thriving. Still figuring out co-parenting that situation. But as far as your journey, I feel like I'm definitely in a good space. Um, like um, I'm really, I just feel like I'm just happy. And I feel like in this season, I feel like I'm getting closer to my purpose and and it's surrounding healing. So it's just eye opening. I just feel like overjoyed when I think about it. But yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I'm like, when I think about it, it's just like, I can't even really think about everything that I went through because I'm like, dang, seemed like life was definitely life and stuff was just happening one after another, like rock bottom. I feel like I was definitely losing my mind at times.
mm,
I
I
was
know.
great. I'm like it was just a lot. Just trying to navigate grief too, like
Mm-hmm.
losing friends. Well, first of all, grief was actually real live death, and then trying to grieve the people around me that aren't around me anymore. You know what I'm saying? That just felt like they'll be there forever. So that's a whole nother journey. Just trying to set boundaries. It's just been a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
I can definitely echo that it has been a lot. Really, that whole 2019 into 2020 was definitely crazy. It was crazy for me.
mhm,
Um, I think in that space, my well, I know now that my trauma was showing up at my work, and that's not good. It's not, it's like, that's definitely not where you want to be. But honestly, it was showing up in my work. Um, just very agitated, low, impatient, irritable, like a lot of different things. And it's just, and so I came to that space like, why are you acting like this? Like, this is something that I truly enjoy. Like, I love my job. I love my career as an educator. I love working with kids, but it was getting to a point where I could not manage. I wasn't managing my day to day. Um, like like you said, I was in survival mode,
mhm.
dealing with lots of grief and loss, and the same thing, like losing friends, and I'm like, wow, that was like a breakup, and I'm like, I'm single, but I'm having a serious breakup right now. Um, so, and I just think with um it was definitely one thing after another. And my brain was just like, okay, in order in order to keep you, we're just gonna shut down. We're gonna shut down and take a little break before you completely lose it. And so that's when therapy came in for me. And it truly was a decision, like, I don't know what's happening. I don't want to be here. I don't understand. I need to get help. And so therapy was huge. Then that began the healing, that began the recovery. And then fast forward 2 years, here I am, a newlywed, and
Yeah.
uh, I'm learning to come out of that. I'm finally in a safe space where I can come out of survival mode. I'm able to heal in love with my partner. And so just it's still a lot of transitions, but I'm just in a better space to handle and cope and continue progressing forward. So I'm definitely ready to share my story and heal out loud with all the days.
Right. I like that. I think it's definitely I think we both can tell like the space that we're in now is totally different from where we were like at the beginning of this journey.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm definitely proud of us for getting here. And even being here, it's just like I still feel like I have so much more to learn and so much to unlearn. Like I still,
Still
because
actively unlearning.
right, like I feel like that's just gonna continue forever. But I'm like, I'm definitely not, the same person that I was prior to this journey. And like I definitely appreciate it. Cause like you said, like my body was shutting down. Like it was really bad. Like with anxiety attacks, like
Yeah.
this inflammation. I really felt like my body was shutting down. And I feel like like you said, the brain it was coming close behind it. It
Yeah.
definitely was. It was like I really in between that time like had to take time off from work. Like I just couldn't like with all of that stuff going on and still trying to show up in all these different areas. It was
Yeah.
just like some gotta give. Like I need a mental break. And sometimes you got to do that and like be okay with whatever you need. Because if you don't take it, like your body at some point is going to make you take a break. Like
Or
okay. It's okay to rest. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever that looks like. Like you have to, because if not, your body's going to make you. So it's kind of best, to be proactive before your body decides, and for you. So I think that's definitely something good to note. But yeah, we're like I said, we are back. We plan on being around for a long time. So
yeah,
definitely, get used to hearing from us, or seeing us, depending on, how you're coming.
platform you choose. You can always follow us at Healing Uncut Podcast. We're going to be dropping every Wednesday. I'm so excited to be here. Dream, tell them about our lineup. Like, what are we going to be talking about?
Okay, so we're going to basically every episode we're going to start with the check-in because it's very important to get in touch with your emotions because a lot of times if you've been through trauma you really aren't that emotionally intelligent, and I mean it's just facts. Like for me and like most like survivors, you aren't really able to recognize emotions. Like you kind of feel emotionally numb. So every episode we're going to check in with each other. We're going to just figure out what are we feeling today, kind of talk about that, just kind of see where we are. If you know where you are, then you'll kind of know like what you need to do, and it'll kind of make you feel better. If you can like pinpoint and put it into words, like the emotions or whatever. So yeah, we'll start there, and then we're gonna have a question. So whatever the topic is, we'll let you know that, or whatever the question is for today. Being that I'm a graduate student studying to become a therapist, I'll have a little section where I'll give you some feedback from the perspective of a graduate level counselor. In no way takes the space of an actual licensed therapist, but it's me getting my practice in because I need to get it in. Okay. Um, and then we have the hill tails. Like that's definitely my favorite part of it. Like
Yeah,
definitely. So with our hill tails, that's the section that we decided we wanted to have because we want to be ourselves because this is a safe space. So we want to be able to share stories because we definitely have stories before healing, during healing, and all in between. So we definitely want to share like what that looks like because we could talk about it, but we want to be transparent because you may be kind of going through or be confronted with some of the same things. So we're trying to put that out there. We want you to share your stories with us. We'll share some with you. Or if you just have just questions about the journey, um, like how do you handle your triggers or how do you know when you're triggered? Whatever the question is, this is your time to go ahead and get it out. We have a link in our bio on Instagram. Click the link, go ahead, fill out the form, and then we'll answer it on a upcoming episode. So make sure you go ahead and get it in now
yeah,
before you had to start paying for those services. No, but for real, like we just wanted to be like this, really feel like a sisterhood. Like we could talk about things, and we want to just make sure that we're showing up for us and for you. So yeah, and then we'll just want to put this out there. We love God, okay? And God is definitely at the forefront of this healing journey. Would not be where I am today without Him. And the reason why we're sitting here today is because of purpose. So yes, we're definitely going to end every episode, with some biblical background, some encouragement, some spirituality, because we're going to talk about that. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever religion or however you feel spiritually, that is fine. We all can come together, but just know we're going to be talking about God, okay? But we are human. God made us who we are. And like I said, this is a safe space. So we're going to show up as ourselves. We are working on ourselves. But again, it's just a journey. So that's where we at. That's what we have planned for you. Like I said, we're super excited.
And we are excited. I hope you're excited too. So make sure you follow us on all social platforms, Healing Uncut Podcast, and get into it, okay?
Okay.
Merch will be coming soon. Like, don't sleep. Don't sleep. Hope to hear from y'all soon. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye bye.